Hey there, welcome back. So today we will check out a couple of linked list operations. So let's get started. In order to save some time, I have already added this app class and let's create a linked list. It would be list of strings and the name would be, for example, countries. Here we go. So this seems to be good enough. And moving forward, we would be adding a couple of countries. We will add India. Now here are few countries which I have added in order to save some time. Let me try to print these countries directly using system.out.println, and in fact we can do that. The output would be in a specific format, and here is the output where we are able to see the list, which is cool. Now friends, similar to array list, we can perform all sort of operations on linked list as well. For example, adding an element, modifying an element, or removing an element. First of all, let us create an method which will print this linked list in a proper format. So let's do that. So I will type in, for example, void print list, and we will receive the linked list. It would be list of a string. And the name of the list which we will give for the local copy would be, for example, list. And inside this, we will take help of for each. So I will type in string element colon list. This is cool. And moving forward, we will print individual element. So I will type in element colon concatenation operator element. Alright, so this will give us a proper output, and let us quickly add one separator as well. So sys out, and we will type in separator. Oops. So this would be a simple line which will separate the output of this particular method from other output. So let me execute the program now after calling in this print list method. So I will type in new app dot print list, and I will pass in the countries. Let us execute the program, and the output should be as expected. It is showing us all the countries which are there in the list. Now for example, we would like to add yet another what we say country, but in between India and US maybe. So in here I will type in countries dot add. Now in here we can also pass in the index where we need to add in. So the insertion would be done in between, and we will add in this in between India and US, and the country would be, for example, Canada. Right? So this looks good. Alright, so now let's call in the print list method once again. And now we would be able to see Canada in between India and USA, which is the output which is expected, right? Alright, so now moving forward, let us modify something. So we will type in countries dot set. So we will set the value with the new value. The index of Brazil is what? Let me count it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So it's the 7th element, and we will replace this with the proper spelling of Brazil. Right. So it would be like Brazil. And now again, if we try to print the list of countries, then definitely the list should give us a proper and accurate list of countries which we have added with the corrected spelling of Brazil, which is perfect. So this is how we can modify the content in the list at the specific position, which is again cool. Now we have checked how to add an element. We have checked how to add an element in between. We have checked how to replace some content in an list. Now let us check how to remove some element from the list. For example, we will try to remove Egypt from this list. So I will type in countries dot remove. Now the remove method, if I call in the remove method directly, then what would be the impact? I am not passing in any index value in here. So well, whether this will remove the last element or the first element, let us check this out. So again, after removing the element, we will print the list of countries, and we can see that the first element in the list is got removed. Now for example, if we would like to remove the element whose index number is 3, then we will simply pass in the index and then let's print the value, and the country with index number 3 was Poland, which got removed from the list. Alright, so if we want to remove Egypt, then we will give the index number as 4 and the country Egypt would be removed from the list, which is cool, right? So this is how we can perform operations at very high level. Definitely there is more to it when it comes to list and array list, linked list, and we will dig more into list, array list, linked list and all sort of things in our forthcoming videos. So this was a very brief and high level explanation of linked list operations. Thanks for watching and take care.